Are you serious? You mean God believe in us and you playing with this? These motherfuckers don't believe in us and God did.
It's Chief. Then we back, man. Show you this beauty. Romeo and Julieta, 1875. Reserva, Rio. Yes, sir. You see that rojo, dorado, blanco, marron. Precious. Man, and we also sipping on a little something, man. We also sipping on a little something. I made a new rule for myself that if I sip something and I smoke something, I'm running the next day. Like early in the rising when I get up, what I'm gonna do is run. Because every time I fucking run, it comes to me, my body tells me that you need to chill. So it makes me chill out more and more and more till I just stop. If you ever ran after smoking or drinking, you know how that feels in your body, bro. It's a little bit harder than if you're sober. So that's why I'm running more. That's the beautiful thing about the mind-body-soul connection. When one is lacking, one can pick up the slack, but you just gotta have the connection there. And that's facts. Romeo and Julieta is pretty cool, man. I'm rocking with it so far. One thing I want to talk to y'all about. The one thing that overrides a woman's present is her past. The only thing that overwrites a man's present is his future. Y'all ain't hearing me, dog. I was thinking about this while I was eating pizza probably 10 minutes ago, man. Isn't it crazy? A woman could be a great woman, right? I'm gonna use an example. Let's say we out and we meet a chick in our environment. Let's say you're a race car driver. So you go into another event because you scouting the other race car drivers you're gonna go against. And you just so happen to meet this 9 out of 10, this dime, this 9 out of 9, I mean, this great chick that you want to deal with, right? She got the right morals that you want. She acting the way you like her to act, so on and so forth. But then you find out that 2 years ago, 3 of the drivers that you finna face ran a train on her. It's funny, bro, because you know watching this video what you would do. But women don't know what we would do in that scenario. So to the women watching, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You could be the perfect woman right now. But on job, if we find out you was a thought a year or 2 years ago, that shit does not matter. It doesn't matter. But vice versa. Let's say you a woman and you meet this dude. He's not in the best situation right then and there, but a fortune teller told you in a year he's gonna be a millionaire or a billionaire. she's gonna look at him like, okay, he got potential. I can stick this out for a little bit. And that's the difference, man. For us, our future matters a lot more than our past. For them, their past matters a lot more than their present. And keep this in mind, bro, because that's just the difference between us. And I think that if y'all start to realize this, y'all will start implementing this in your life. It'll start making more sense when you're dealing with the opposite gender. It's just stuff you need to know, man. You know I'm sipping because I'm a lot more animated in this video, man. Toxic game. Stand the fuck up. Empire. All rise. We in this bit, man. I know y'all liking the lighting being a little bit better. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little bit of my life right now. You know how we do it, man. You know, we've been rocking with each other for a while. Empire, TG. So it's 2 chicks in my class, right? I got 3 classes, but in one of my classes it's 2 chicks, and I just figured out today that it's a third one that I like, right? It sounds funny, like, you like 3 girls in the same class? Dog, for me to like a chick, I'm gonna tell you what it takes. So with one of them, as soon as I walked into the class on the first day, you know how you feel people staring at you? For some reason, out of everybody staring at me, the first person I looked at was her. So when I looked at her, she was staring at me the same way I was looking at her. And then I got a feeling, right? And this is the key right here. I got a feeling. And it's like my body started moving itself, and I just walked and sat right beside her. So that's how I knew the first chick was one I liked, right? We like to say we logical and stuff like that, bro. The only thing that trumps logic is intuition. So when my intuition kick in, I listen to it 9 times out of 10 because it don't kick in all the time. There's specific times when my intuition kick in. I know you done walked into some space and locked eyes with a chick for more than 3 seconds, but it wasn't weird. You didn't think about looking away. It was just like the eye contact maintained. That's one way I know this is a chick that I like. This is a chick that I want to deal with. Blah, blah, blah. So keep that in mind, the intuition. The second chick, she an island gal. You know, she from the islands. But she was just digging me. And sometimes I catch her staring at me. So that was another one I like, because I'm never the type of dude to turn away the chicks that are, how can I say this to y'all? I'm gonna just say how it is. If a chick is willing to do more than the other chicks for me, I'm never gonna turn her away or do her bogus. So that's number 2. That's the second girl. The third one, the way I'm sitting in the class, when I look at the teacher, sometimes I just so happen to feel her staring at me, you know what I'm saying? And when I finally looked and figured out she was decent, I couldn't help but glance over there every few times when I'm looking at the teacher. So that's the third one. All things that aren't that logical except for the third one, man. So it's 3 chicks in that class. With 2 of them, I've done this thing that I do, and I don't do it, I don't have a checklist and do it, but if the time comes up I do this thing with girls I'm seducing. And what this thing is I'll tell them I know everything. And on job, y'all, I really do believe I know everything. But I tell them I know everything. They laugh, they think I'm joking. Then I tell them I'm dead ass serious. And they look at me different because they see how serious I am when I say I know everything. And when they give me that look and they shocked, I just stick my hand out. They put their hand on top of mine. I rub their hand, you know, look at them in the eye a few times, look back at their hand, look back at them. And I tell them about themselves. And what I'm telling them is stuff that I've observed, but also stuff that I'm just going off intuition about. So whether I tell a chick that I just met, you seem like a bad girl that's hiding her good side, right? Part of that could be true, something I've seen, but most of that is intuition, just from the chicks I've dealt with in the past and seeing how she moves. That's the thing, y'all. When you've dealt with women, bro, you start to notice the patterns because they're not all that different. And I don't say that to be, you know, an asshole or nothing, but these chicks are not all that different. Myron always says, the hardware is the same, but the software is different, right? So they all have the same, all the chicks you'll meet can do the same thing. So like, let's say there's a chick that she's scandalous, and then let's say there's a chick that's feminine and a great woman. They can all be either one because it's in the hardware. Just like for us, we can be thugs or we can be nerds. Like, we can just be those things. It's just different sides of the spectrum. It's the same for women. So it's not really hard to read the women that you're dealing with, because when you figure out that it's only a few types of ways they could be, you start to see the clues and the signs of that faster than other people. Just something for y'all to think about, man. Like, I'm gonna come on here and give y'all a game, because it's game that I say I wish I would have known, but I'm happy that I learned it the hard way. My homie hit me up out of nowhere today, and he was like, hey bro, random question, answer it when you can, but have you ever got cheated on? He said that at 2 a.m. I didn't see it till probably 9 a.m. the next day. It's an interesting question, man. So, I've never got cheated on directly. So, there's never been another dude to tell me my chick was cheating. My chick has never admitted to cheating. My homies have never found something out and told me my chick is cheating. That's never happened. Now in like 4th or 5th grade, when I used to go to the skating rink, it was a chick I was dealing with that I would only see on the weekends when I went to the skating rink. And I had her Instagram login. For some reason, she thought it was a good idea to let me have her fucking login. But I saw she was talking to somebody on the ground, and I just ended the relationship. That's the closest thing I've been to it. The second closest thing is, if you smoke weed, you know that one of the sayings is that if you drop the blunt, your chick is smashing another dude. It's funny. It's one of those sayings like everything else. But me and my guys took it to heart. So one time I dropped the blunt, Stone Cold dropped it. Like, I shouldn't have dropped it at all. It just fell out my hands. And everybody looked at me and gave me that look. I whipped out my phone. I started the argument with her and then ended the relationship. So the only times that stuff has ever happened is with intuition. And Yeah, bro, I'm not naive. I'm not stupid. It's probably been a decent amount of chicks that done cheated on me before. But I've never found out directly. It's always been a feeling that I've had, like, okay, maybe she on some other shit, so I need to fall back, or she might not be the one, so I need to find another one. Those are the only times. Intuition, feelings. Don't let society fool you to say that men don't have intuition. Don't let society fool you and say women are the only ones with intuition. That's a lie. If you ever got that gut feeling, you got intuition. You better listen to it. That's the only thing that goes above logic, is intuition, because it comes from the Most High. Intuition comes from your higher self. If you meet a chick or you got a business deal that just seems so perfect, but out of nowhere you get this feeling that it's not good, I say always trust that feeling. Always. Because it's telling you something that's behind the scenes that you can't perceive. Something that's not logical. Now, we was just talking about how my partner hit me up and asked me if I ever got cheated on. I'm going to tell you this. From the age I started dating till about 20 years old, I cheated on every single girlfriend I ever had. I'm dead ass serious. Like, I really did, man. And I tell y'all this honestly. And the reason I call it cheating is because I didn't tell them what I was on, so they didn't know. Like, I don't know how I did it and didn't get caught. Like, I never got caught for it, but every single girlfriend I had side chicks and other girls that I thought could be my girlfriend if she decided to mess up. So that's been with me since a young age. But after 20 years old, I started to realize that shit is stupid. I started to see motherfuckers getting their windows broken, their cars keyed, their tires slashed, their kids taken away from them, all for cheating. To me, cheating is deceiving. That's why now I just tell them straight up. When we get to that point, I just say, listen, you know how I feel about you, but I'm gonna deal with other chicks, and my relationship with these other chicks have nothing to do with our relationship. The only thing that affects our relationship is us. So if you choose to act different, that's gonna affect our relationship. If I start lying to you, that's gonna affect our relationship. But what they do has nothing to do with us. And I started doing that after the age of 20 years old. Now I'm 23. Thank God I ain't never went through none of that stupid shit a lot of y'all be going through. Getting your shit took. Her putting her hands on you. Her taking your kids away from you. Her keying your car. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that is extra, bro. Just be 100 with these girls. Stop lying. Cheating is lying. That's all it is. Telling her she the only one, but you really got 2-3 other ones. Like, bro, that's stupid. It's not worth it. correctly, dog. Y'all gonna see I got a new editor, man. I got a new editor, so these cigar talks, these videos gonna be a lot colder. I got faith in them, man. I'm gonna end it with this. I'm gonna end it with this, man. Where I'm at in my journey is an interesting place. I'm at the place where I'm too far to stop, and I'm also so far that negative thought forms and negativity is very much attracted to me. So I'm at the stage in my journey where the only way is up, but a lot more things than me know that that's the only option. So they trying to pull me down. It's an interesting place to be in, man. It's a place where friends turn to enemies, where people you thought had your best interests, you find out they don't really have your best interests. It's just something for y'all to think about when you decide a path for your life and you sticking to it no matter what. Maybe I'll explain this on another video in detail, man, but it's just an interesting spot to be in. God damn. Peace, love, prosperity, 999. All love. Me llamo Jefe. Hasta luego, mi amigo.